Hello, I'm back to read Chapter 19 of Journey into Light. Persistence. Regain motivation and don't give up. One step at a time. Do your best and don't give up. Look to God for strength. Galatians 6:9 and 10 says, "Let us not get tired of doing good, for we will reap at the proper time if we don't give up. Therefore, as we have the opportunity, let us work for the good of all, especially for those who belong to the household of faith." Do you find it easier to be persistent at some things and not others? It's easy to give preference to projects we think are more important, placing others on the back burner. Maybe a task seems overwhelming, like an unclimbable mountain, and we lose motivation. How can we get it back? Praying at the beginning of the day and before beginning a project are good places to start. Give thanks to God for a new day and ask for wisdom and strength. We can also pray throughout the day, knowing God is always with us, ready to hear our prayers. Spending time outside can motivate us. Breathing in the fresh air and feeling the breeze and the sun's warmth calms and refreshes me. It reminds me how important it is to take breaks, breathe deeply, and relax before returning to work. Changing perspective is another way to regain motivation. Interruptions will still come, and there will not always be a block of time to complete a project. But we need not lose heart. If we continue taking one step at a time, we will get to the end. The key is not to give up, and that applies to all of life, does it not? Romans 12:11 and 12 says, "Do not lack diligence in zeal. Be fervent in the Spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer." Dear Father, help us persist in prayer and in the work you have called us to do. When we tire of doing good or lose motivation, remind us to go to you first for wisdom, inspiration, and strength. May we remember that no task is too menial, for all are needed. Amen. Time for reflection. How do you regain motivation when you feel like giving up? What helps you to be persistent when things get hard or interruptions come? Meditate on Romans 12:11 and 12. Ask God to enable you to be faithful in the areas mentioned in the passage. And I will read that again. Do not lack diligence in zeal. Be fervent in the Spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we will read Chapter 20, Prune, knowing what and when to let go.